In examining Pope Francis's recent letter to Catholics in the Middle East, his choice of words raises questions about the unintended echoes of historical anti-Semitism and the Pope's call to defeat our one true enemy, the spirit of evil that that foments war because it is murderous from the beginning and a liar and the father of lies, appears on the surface as a broad condemnation of violence. However, these phrases, directly from the Gospel of John, have historically also been weaponized against Jews, often by Christian theologians and in times of persecution. Historically, the Catholic Church has indeed made significant strides in distancing itself from anti-Semitic rhetoric. The Second Vatican Council's 1965 Nostra Aetate document marked a watershed moment by explicitly denouncing anti-Semitism and affirming the shared heritage of Jews and Christians. And this conciliatory spirit has been maintained by successive popes, and Pope Francis himself has often championed interfaith dialogue and reconciliation. Yet the invocation of John 8:44, a passage with a troubling legacy, may unintentionally rekindle painful associations for the Jewish community. Those who defend Francis argue that his intent was purely to decry evil in a general sense, not to target any specific group. They would posit that his words are consistent with a broader, non-discriminatory theological tradition aimed at addressing spiritual evils rather than human groups. And given the Pope's long-standing record of advocacy for peace and understanding, it's plausible he was unaware of the passage's fraught history in Christian-Jewish relations. But given the fact that Israel is slam bang in the middle of this crisis, it seems a foolish oversight. Conversely, critics of his remarks argue that as a global leader, Francis has a responsibility to be attuned to the historical sensitivities surrounding scriptural language. And given that such phrases have been appropriated to justify heinous acts of violence against Jews throughout history, the Vatican's choice was not to clarify the Pope's intentions could be seen as a missed opportunity for reinforcing the Church's commitment to combating anti-Semitism. The silence from the Vatican officials, despite a climate of heightened awareness around anti-Semitism, might contribute to a perception of insensitivity, especially given the omission of explicit condolences for the October the 7th massacre of the Israelis. The Pope's intervention in the Middle East carries weight beyond religious circles. For those wary of anti-Semitism's resurgence, even subtle echoes of past language can feel like a step backward in the hard-won progress of Christian-Jewish relations. And while this incident may not alter the generally positive rapport between Jews and Christians, it serves as a reminder of the enduring need for leaders to carefully navigate the historical minefields embedded in religious language.